Right, so I have returned for something very different today. Thought to myself, you know what? There's an anime coming out next season, which is probably like next week now, I think. And it looks interesting. YouTube has just kicked in. Yeah, so what happened? What am I saying? So basically, yeah, next week starts a new season. On that day, I believe this anime starts, which is called Kakegurui, I think how you pronounce it, something like that. Basically, this is an anime about gambling. It had me the most interested at every single anime that that was coming out next season, because every other anime seems like this one had the most interest because it was made by Mappa and it looks pretty freaking cool. So yeah, it's about gambling. It's about a girl that enrolls into a school. I think it's a norm to gamble. So yeah, it does seem like a pretty freaking cool anime. And I thought to myself, you know what? Let's cover the manga for a bit and see what actually happens. Let's see what goes down in the manga before we actually start the goddamn anime. Because by the PV, it looks as if it's insane. Like, it looks as if this girl goes into a school and basically just freaking messes up everyone's crap and just goes, well, look at me now, I'm at the top. I thought to myself, you know what, let's actually see what's going down in the manga beforehand, because it does look freaking awesome. So yeah, my headphones off because I don't need them anymore. That's what I was kind of wondering as well. I was actually, truth be told, I actually haven't watched any of the Fate series as of yet. I've kind of started Fate. What's his face? Fate Stay Night's the one. I actually started the Dean version, the original like version, but I actually haven't watched Zero or anything like that. So I actually kind of in two minds whether not to cover the new one, because I'd rather not actually have to watch anything else beforehand to watch that one. But I probably might give it one episode, see if I actually have to know anything, and then I'll probably go into watching it. If I can't understand what's going on, then I'll probably be like, yeah, it's not for me. But I'll try. I mean, Mappa's good at doing things that defy what I guess conventional things kind of tell you, because Yuri on Ice was a very, very freaking different show, and in the end, I actually really freaking liked it. Like, it's because oh yeah, the reaction mashup things. Ugh, shudder over those things. I shudder over those things. Ugh. I've been gifted not actually doing any anime this season to actually never be included, because I just hate it so much. But yeah, I'm probably gonna be like there. I mean, yeah, I think Yuri on Ice was one of those shows that it was different to what everyone imagined it to be. It's actually because of that reason it was freaking great. Like, it was just how it all just unraveled. It was kind of like, oh, you know what? That's actually really freaking good. Plus, the animation once the Blu-rays came out was freaking amazing. Like, it was actually really great. I just really liked it. But I think everyone knows my opinion on Yuri on Ice already, because it's actually one of my favorite shows of the decade. I loved it so much. Actually, I need to watch Bahamut. I actually haven't watched the first season yet. I watched the first 2 episodes and I kind of just stopped because of, like, I kind of stopped because I had too much work going on. I was like, I should watch this at one point, but nah. But the problem is I don't mind the mashups. It's the fact that they're still like 90% of everything that you try to do, because in the end, say you're included in these things, like say you're included in the mashup, that mashup may get like tens of thousands of views, while the person who actually did it originally kind of only gets about 2,000 views. It kind of undercuts you completely. That's why I don't really like them too much. I don't mind them being there. Like, it's just one of those things, you can't get rid of them, but the problem is the fact they undercut you so much. Like, you just get taken out completely of the equation. It just gets annoying. That's why I tend to kind of try to avoid them, because it just doesn't work for me, because they get tens of thousands of views. Like Yuri on Ice, their episode 7 reaction mashup thing got like 120,000 views, I think. Where everyone else probably only got like 10, maybe 5,000 views off of it. Yeah, it kind of gets you more exposure, but at the same time it kind of doesn't, because the people then think to themselves, well, look, okay, what's the point of me going to this channel when I actually can just watch it on here? That's the problem. I wouldn't mind them if they actually went to the channel, went there and actually watched the person's like kind of live reaction and everything like that, because then I wouldn't mind it. But the problem is the way they do it, it doesn't actually help the channel at all in any way, shape or form. It just hinders them even more, because it kind of gets to the point of, what's the point? Like, if they're going to do it, what's the point? That's why I kind of just stopped covering anime this season, besides kind of getting really freaking bored of it. Like, this season just had nothing. And the other thing was the fact that I wouldn't be including any of those mashups. But yeah, I mean, enough talk of how YouTube is a weird place of like a weird place of different things, of not very good things at the same time. Yeah, that's what I've also kind of discovered as well. Like, I kind of see myself, I'm kind of sitting there going, wow, like, I don't know. That's the problem. It's like, I can understand, say, a scene in an anime, like the Yuri and Ice when they kiss. That I can understand. They might do a mashup of it. That wouldn't make sense because they want to see how everyone else reacted. But for a whole entire episode, it makes no sense. Like, just seeing other people scream over everything else, you're kind of like, what's the point? Like, it makes no sense of why they created it. But you kind of sit there and go, well, it's just another thing on YouTube, I guess. I mean, I think it's weirder for people just to kind of, I don't know. I never understood certain things. It's like when people say like live react to music. It's like, what's the point? Like, I don't know, because then you're kind of, it's a grey area. All those things. It's all grey areas. I mean, I don't know. Because then people get pissed off that you don't include the anime in the reaction as well. People are like, oh, where's the anime? I'm like, well, it's on the internet. Go watch it. I'm not aiding you in not being able to watch that for free. God damn, no. Like, that really irks me the whole entire time. Like, worst things when people go, oh, where's the anime? Where's the anime? Like, I'm not including the goddamn anime. Get my channel taken down. Yeah, it's just it's terrible. That's what I've never really liked them. That's why whenever I see them, I see myself in them. I'm like, oh god, why? But yeah, I mean, it's just those things that you get on YouTube sometimes. You can't get away from it, but you just kind of accept it. You just like, there's no point ever just kind of going against it, because if you take them down, they will just come back. That's what happens. So it's just like, there's no point. Anyway, we'll talk of this. So, let's actually start with chapter 1, which is actually 85 pages long. It's actually a really freaking long-ass chapter. I was like, it's actually as much as a goddamn volume of JoJo. I was like, damn, okay. Anyway, so, the new release that will make you question your own value. But raise 10 chips? The rate for this poker game is 10,000 yen per chip. Cool. The stakes are high, but more importantly, the fact that I'm betting my life is the problem here. I can make it. If it's this hand. Showdown. Full house. I like poker as well. It's only this page as well. This page is the only one that's actually coloured. So I checked it. I think next one is... Oh no! One more page. I was wrong. I swear it's actually like... I swear it's a couple of pages and it just goes back to black and white. Yeah, that's what I've also noticed. Mappa's doing quite a bit. Like, they're not letting go. They're doing like 3 or 4 animes next season. I was like, alright, Mappa. Like, I remember when Studio Dean did that, and Studio Dean just burnt out. And I think some other company did that. Some other studio did that as well. It just burnt the F out. I was like, man, you might want to calm down a bit. Aha. Too bad. Thank you for your hard work. Huh? Royal Flush? He just got beat out by Royal Flush. You know you're screwed after that point. It's a no-go after that point. Royal Flush will always be at full house. Like, it's one of those things. Oh, man. Oh, man, that's just... that's just one of the... well, it seems you had a hard time, but please continue to work hard from now on, Pochi. From that day, I was no more a human. So gambling, that is my reason. Different. So yeah, I think it's actually like a couple of pages that were actually that was coloured. I remember it only being like a certain amount to go back to black and white, because they always do that when it comes to a new series. They do the first couple of pages in colour and it just stops after that point. Like, oh. So Hayaku Prefect. Oh, damn it. The name's already getting me. So it's Hayaku Private Academy, founded 122 years ago, is an institution of long-standing tradition and social status. Many of its students are from powerful families in the political or financial world. In this school, students are not evaluated by studies or sports. That is because such things are not necessary for people who are destined to have power over others. For these people, it is more important to be well versed in tactics and reading minds, and the strength to grasp victory. That's all for today. It's over. What are you going to do? Freaking hell, dude. Alright. Hanufada. Okay. In other words, it's your strength in gambling. Well, Jesus Christ, Ultimate is 24 episodes long. Jeez, really? I only thought it was going to be like 12 episodes long, but not 24. Damn, son. They are going all out. Like, the Yuri on Ice money kind of gave him a push, didn't it? Like, because Yuri on Ice became the 4th highest grossing like anime of the past decade. I think it's just behind Gundam Seed, I believe. But I mean, if they do more stuff, and actually kind of grants them more. Yeah. But then Silverlink kind of calmed down a bit, because Silverlink made like bare shows, and then they kind of went, you know what, that's not a good idea. Like, that's not the best idea we ever had, and they just calmed down off that point. But because their animes became inconsistent after a while, because I remember they had like 2 good-looking shows, and the rest looked like trash. But then Mappa's that studio where you don't mind, because their shows, they look good most of the time. You don't really mind, because I've never really never watched a bad looking Mappa show in my life, but I could be wrong. I mean, people say, oh, Yuri on Ice is a bad looking Mappa show. Like, for the most part, it wasn't. It's just it had its brief moments where it's kind of like, but it doesn't really take away from the experience, in my opinion. So anyway, straight. Ku Satomi won again. So, strong as always. Phew, I'm hungry. Poochie, go get me a melon bread and red tea. The art's pretty freaking good. But did Madhouse ever make a bare amount of shows per season? Because Madhouse kind of made like maybe, I've always seen them as like 2 or 3 shows, then kind of just calmed down. Like, they never really kind of made like masses. Like, they made masses over a year period, but never in like a season you would see like 6 Madhouse shows. I mean, Bones did it as well. Bones had like that one brief period where they had like 4 shows per season. You're like, freaking hell. Like, alright. Most of them were sequels, but still. They had like that one show which was like an original. Understood. Sandwich for me then? I'm counting on you, Poochie. Me as well. Thanks for the help, Poochie. Yes. Here, let's continue. I'm a pet. Yeah. Yeah, Garo wasn't that good. I couldn't never get into Days, because I don't like football at all. I can't stand it, so I never could ever get into it. But yeah, but Idol Jihen on its own merits is a freaking incredible show, because it's all about politics and idols. So I was kind of like, you know what, I'll give him a free pass on that, just because of the fact it's idols and goddamn politics. Like, damn, I was just like, that's an amazing show in the end. It was absolutely trash, but it was good at the exact same time. It's one of those trash shows that you just kind of enjoyed for hell of it. I mean, it's like a studio period show. Chaos Head. Oh man, don't remind me of that show. So I'm a pet. Oh Shizu, I mean, was it Pochi? So it seems you become a pet. Let me borrow some money. I'll pay you back when you return to being human. I don't have any now. What? There is no 10,000 yen bill? It was my fault expecting from Pochi. What shall want to do now? Want to spin some roulette? There exists a hierarchy system in this school. All gambling within the school is governed by the student council. Using its powerful influence, it collects money from the student body. Payment of those donations is optional, but in reality it's practically obligatory, and add on it based on the amount of the donations there are randomly announcing rankings. If the donation amount is in the 100 lowest between 3,000 students in this school, you become an uncooperative student recognized as a pet. A pet's name is Pochi. If a boy, Mikey, if a girl, with the last name, with the last defeat, I just became the lowest hundredth. Okay, the lowest hundredth a Pochi. Damn. Ah, welcome back, Pochi. You know what? My legs feel numb. Huh? Man. The old Shao chair. The old Shao chair. I see her games. A piece of hair in my eye. Can never get rid of it. The difference in hierarchy is absolute. Nobody can go against it. If you try, Sutoko's reprisal awaits. If you want to change over, you need to donate, but you can't as you don't have any more money. The point is, this situation is perfect dead end. It's extremely hard to escape out from it. That's what I was looking for. Let me introduce you to our new transfer student. Nice to meet you, everybody. My name is Giabami Yumeko. Although I'm new here, I hope we all get along. Look at her, she seems so innocent right now. Give it like 2 panels and she's already like beating everyone with gambling and probably like a complete sadist. Like, man. Oh, she looks nice. Yup. Giabami, that's some strange name. Ah, it would be nice if someone could guide to the school for her. Suzy-kun, could I entrust her to you as the class committee representative? Please treat me well. Suzy-san. Ah, same here. It was at a forced class responsibility, but I guess some good can come from it. She's angry now. She's angry. Pretty. It's a superb school. I'm glad I transferred here. Hey, Giovanni-san. Yes, is there anything? Do you know how to gamble? Gamble? Do you mean poker or mahjong? I kind of know the rules, yes. That's so. Okay. Since a long time ago, Hayakuao Private Academy has had a so-called tradition of gambling. There's a casino set up in the school after lessons. And to add to it, as our school is prestigious, there's a lot of rich ones. So the bet amount is no joke. I think you'll soon get invited into one. It'll be better to be careful. Oof, 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 oof. See, here we go. Here we go. It sounds really interesting. That's the eyes of do not trust her, because 10 chats down the line she'll probably want your blood. that's just like don't trust them. That's like don't trust those eyes. But don't believe her lies. Don't believe her lies. That picture from Memento. Oh my, the bell's ringing. So, see you tomorrow. Giabami-san. I need to read Dead Tube. I keep on hearing people say it's pretty freaking good. I was like, I need to read that at one point. So, welcome to the second year Hanagumi. Do you have a boyfriend? Where are you from? What's your hobby? What do you do on weekends? Treat us well from onward. Yes. Treat me well as well. Whoa, what an enormous popularity. She's getting pissed. She's getting pissed. Blonde-headed girl is getting pissed. It's always what goes down in these kind of mangas. Nice to meet you. My name is Satomi Mary. Satomi Mary. Treat me well. Treat me well too, Mary-san. Huh? Do you have time, Giabami-san? Yes. Don't you want to gamble with me? Wow, gambling, of course. See? I'm telling you. Just it's the face of no. just no. Oh, just turn back now. Please not turn past. That's why I always heard people talk about. That's why I was like, it might be best me not covering on the channel like this. Otherwise, I probably would more likely get my channel taken down just because of how YouTube works with these kind of things. Because YouTube does not like gore or anything like that in between. It's really, it's a random thing, YouTube. It just sometimes it doesn't do anything, and sometimes it does. You're like, oh crap, when it does. Yeah, that's what I've always remembered. People talked about it and it just stopped. And I always heard people say, "Oh, it's actually pretty good when it was actually on," but I don't know. It's weird. I don't know. What's happening? It seems Mary-chan's gonna gamble with the transfer student. Huh? Is she going to do that? So which game would you like to play? What about a gambling game called Vote, Rock, Paper, Scissors? It's an original game we do sometimes in our classes. Original, it sounds interesting. Wait a sec. Doing it so suddenly, it's hard to learn its rules as well. Huh? What, you have a problem? No. So here's the rules. This is a gambling game where you need cooperation from everybody in class, 30 classmates. First, all 30 students in the class have to draw rock, paper, or scissors on their card, and then draw anything on. Put in a box so that we can't see it. Voting. This is the voting phase. When we draw 3 cards each, choose one card among. We choose one card among those 3 and play it. If it's a draw, you choose among the 2 cards left and play again. If you draw all 3 times, it's a draw match. This is one set. Unlike common rock paper scissors, there's no guarantee they'll be all one of each in your hand. The interesting part here is to try to read this imbalance. It looks entertaining. I really want to try it. Okay, that's a proper reaction. Susie? Yeah, that's how you pronounce it. Go get the chips. Ah, yes. It's like it just gets a bit. It kind of goes from it kind of calms down. It just goes like, kind of goes up a little bit after a while. You're like, whoa, hello, like. You got 5 seconds just to kind of compute that. Poor dude's just like nothing in this world now. These are the chips. The rate is 10,000 yen per chip, so to start we pre-prepared 120 chips. In total, 2.4 million yen. Betting such an amount in rock, paper, scissors, it's insane. I'll let you decide the amount of betting at every set. What about a set as a try? How much you want to bet? Alright, and I'll go with 2 chips. I feel sorry for this to happen so early to her. It's rare to be able to play all 3 hands. There's more irregular hands like 2 rocks and 1 paper, as you can only draw 3 cards out. If there's a lot of rocks in in our hands are likely to be more rocks in the game. Read hand out. Which means as your opponent is also likely to play the rock, then you'll play the paper. This gamble is a game where you read this gamble is a game where you read this kind of uncertainty out. Is it ride this uncertainty out? I don't read. I thought it said ride. Ready, we'll play our cards simultaneously. Here we go. Rock, paper. Scissors. Congratulations, the first set is your victory. Thank you. I got 2 chips. So did you get the rules? Let's continue. Yes. So for this time, I'll bet 50 chips. See? I'm telling you. You just don't trust her. You don't trust her. 50 chips? 500,000 yen? That's suddenly? You're surprisingly have a fighting spirit, Giabami-san. It's not. It's still far yet. Hmm? 500,000 yen will move just for a set of rock, paper, scissors. Are you ready? Rock, paper, scissors. Oh my. It was a draw. Let's play the next card. Here we go. Rock, paper, scissors. Ooh. I think it's 85 in total for this chapter. Ah, yes. I won. Goodness. I would have lost anyway as the cards left were all scissors. Phew, phew, phew. I'm lucky to have won such a big bet. Let's continue. And I'll go with 2 chips. Rock, paper, scissors. Congratulations. It's your win. How much would you like to bet next? Right. She's betting the big bucks. Like she ain't. She's not one to kind of cower away. She's like, well, fam, here you go. Like she goes all in. She doesn't go halfway. She goes all the way in. I think she is. I think she's reading the game. Shall we go once again with 50 chips? What? Right after a loss? You've lost 500,000 yen just now. Sounds like fun. So you want it to get back to the money? You want to get back the money you've lost? I like that. I'm telling you, it's just something here. It's like. Rock, paper, scissors. Wow. Draw once again. Foo, foo, foo. Seems like we are on the same line. Shall we go to the next? Rock, paper, scissors. Ah, ha, 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 ha. I won once again. There seems to be a recurring thing here. Yahoo! I'll take good care of those 500,000 yen. Amazing. It's 1 million in total. Now, next play. Let's go. What's the matter? Perhaps you got scared, but it's not that surprising as you've already lost 1 million. She's insane as well. Ha 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 ha! Not at all. The real challenge starts now. I'll go with 2 chips this time. I think she understands what's going on here. I think she gets it. It's done. There's too much difference in chips between 216 and 24. You can't turn the tables if you bet only a small amount because you got scared. Oh my, Giabami-san. Chips, you don't have them anymore. Whoa, 1.2 million to have lost it. That was some amazing game. Will she be alright later for the donation? Mary-san. It's alright to borrow additional chips. Is it alright to pour? Oh, is it alright to pour additional chips? Wait, what? Still going? Even though she has a chance to cut her losses now? Sure, it's greatly welcomed. Idiot. You're going to be walking through a bog from here on out. So how much are you going to add? Right then. 1,000 chips. What? 1,000 chips? 10 million yen? Yes. I'll bet it all on the next set. Yeah, she's I like her. I like her a lot. What are you saying with 1,000 chips? Is there any problem? I did not hear there was any limit though. Of course there is a problem. How could we bet such a big amount? There's no way we can bet that kind of sum without a hard guarantee. What's that? 10 million in cash? I guess there's no problem with this. Jesus Christ. That'd be amazing. It's like, well, you know what? Probably I was actually crap at the games. I'll leave the school now. Like, just leaves and just goes and just like, well, it's been fun, guys, for the all day I've been here. That'd be kind of funny, to be honest. What is she? Is she that real? Why is she walking around with that much? Yeah, why is she walking around with that much cash? To be honest. Car? Don't say shit. To bet 10 million in a single set of rock paper scissors? It's insane. Though I'm kind of hoping the fact is it's like the whole entire thing is her rising to the top, and it ends like Rikio when she just punches a hole through the whole entire wall and everyone just escapes. Like, I hope it's just like that in the end. I hope the manga ends just like that, but it's not in the same vein, because in the actual film and the actual manga, I think he's in prison and he actually lets out everyone in prison. So it's kind of like, it's not a kind of the greatest ending in the world, but if it goes down like something like that, that'd be pretty freaking great. So he just gets to the top and just punches a hole through the wall, and everyone just escapes. Like, yeah, we've gone out of this whole entire extremely inherently strange social hierarchy that exists in this whole entire school. That would never exist in real life, though probably nowadays it probably might. We never know. That's why it's so good. All right, yeah, she's a bit. Now, see, that'd be even better. It turns into battle royale. It's like everyone's just fighting against each other. That'd just be the greatest thing ever. Like, secretly, it's all been a sequel to battle royale the whole entire time, while also being a shadow sequel to Rikio. What? Isn't madness the essence of gambling? In a capitalist world, money is life. The fate of your life isn't dictated, say the word, with orders or fairness. Yet people gathers in casinos because humans feel pleasure in this madness of betting their own fate. To resume, gambling is fun because it's insane. Yep. That's she's off the rails, boys. She's off the rails. So let's gamble like crazy. Just admire the panel. Just admire the panel. It's a pound to keep. It's a pound to keep. Just kind of one of those things that kind of reminds you, yeah, she's a bit cuckoo bananas. Who would have saw that one coming? That she's actually insane the whole entire time. She's even got. I don't even know. It's like a very subtle thing of her literally being completely back-crap insane about gambling. It's been there since like the beginning. It's like, whoa, hello. Well, I didn't see that one coming. Like, nah, it's been there the whole entire time, boys. Though, to be honest, oh my god, I just remembered the first episode of Idol Jihen when the politician dies of being so evil. Like, he actually dies for being evil. I need to watch that show now. That show is fantastic. Oh god. I just brought tears to my eyes. I just remembered that. It just... If only we actually get season 2 to that show. If only. It's the fact he actually died of evil. It's just like, you can't make that stuff up. It's just impossible. Oh god, that's fantastic, that show. If no one's ever watched Double G Hen, do go watch it. It's just so fantastic. It's just so bad, it's amazing. Like, it's absurd. I can't go on with this silliness. Is that so? What a pity. Although, it'd be really amusing. Is it possible that perhaps you got scared? Broke her completely. Broken. Played like a fiddle. Played like a fiddle. That bitch. She's looking down on me. Alright. If you are putting it that way, I'll accept this challenge. 10 million worth challenge? Just in one single set? Is she really going to play it? What is this? To invite such a ridiculous challenge just after transferring schools? Just, dude, accept the fact she's literally insane. Like, she's just off the rails, boy. Like, you're living in 2017, and well, she's living in 3017. I'm excited to have such a big bet. What's to be so relaxed? 10 million? Do you even get it? Whatever. It doesn't matter. She's actually literally insane. It's my win anyway, because 21 out of 30 voters are made so that they'll vote favourably for me. Oh, it's been rigged this whole entire time. Oh no! Ah! Who would have saw that one coming? Who would have saw that one coming, boys? Boy. Plot twists are coming out of... There is this manga. Plot twist everywhere. Jesus H. Christ. Jesus H. Christ. Oh man. It's amazing. That's amazing. It's like, who would have known? Who would have saw that one coming? A song from Persona 5 plays in the background. Like, you never saw it coming. It's playing out. Oh man. Due to the depth or place in the class, the reason varies, but anyway, I've got 21 slaves who will vote as I wish. So this time I'll make the slaves vote rock and paper like this. Thus, can't say that word. Stochastically speaking, it looks like this inside the box. There'll be almost no scissors inside the ballot box. Even if she draws it out, the probability she'll play it is even lower. It means that I at least still won't lose if I play paper. My only worry is if I end up drawing none of the papers. Oh! Boys, it's getting serious now. 2 papers. Almost an ideal hand. Yeah, I won. It's over. Do you choose what card to play? Can we start? What's the matter? There's no need to think so much with only 3 cards, right? Do you think I didn't notice? What? Everyone, aren't you cooperating with Mary-san? Aren't you cooperating with Mary-san? Is it? With the voting so far, not everybody seems to be cooperating. 10 people, maybe around 20, to ensure victory. Based on what you are, your method was clumsy. You used the same trick to win both 500,000 yen rounds. Isn't it natural that I would suspect something was up? Oh boy, she suspected everything was up! Oh! It's happening. It's going down. She knew it from the start. She was just playing a game. She had to play like a fiddle. Like a goddamn fiddle on the goddamn roof. Jesus H. Christ. Oh, play like a goddamn fiddle. The probability, the set probably was moderately mixed when the bet was low. What? That was a pretty weak camouflage. You won't be able to fool anyone if you're not prepared to shed your own blood. I like it though. She's literally too smart for manga right now. Like it's just this doesn't cut it in today's society. It ain't happening. This ain't happening. This manga's she's grown sentient. It's happening. I'm disappointed with these false accusations. Won't you stop it? If you intend to delay this showdown with such insinuations, not at all, not at all. I can't do such wasteful things because the real fun starts now. She's insane, boys. Huh? How can she be so relaxed? She perhaps is confident to win against me. No, that's impossible. Without knowing what I'll draw out, there's no certainty she'll win. That's just a meaningless bluff. I'll draw paper out anyway and win this game. You don't have more to say? Then hurry up and choose your card. Oof. I have cautioned you. Are you ready? Let's start. 10 million yen worth of rock, paper, scissors. It's a bare amount of pages in this chapter. But for the first chapter, there's a lot. There's a lot. Duel. Rock, paper, scissors. Yes. Oh, there we are. Huh? Mary-chan lost? Lies. No way. No way. Please don't turn your eyes away from reality. Now, shall we settle things? If I subtract as much as I've already lost. Like, who would have thought that she did not have paper in her hand? Well, not scissors in her hand. She had scissors in her hands. It's goddamn in the books, man. It's written in the clouds that she's gonna have the goddamn scissors in her hands. She can't not have it. It's gotta be there. It's gotta be there. It'd be kind of funny if she actually lost that game. Like, she just lost it completely and went, oh, well, you know what? Bugger. Bugger it all. 8.8 million yen, please. So, translation, around 85,800 USD. Jesus freaking Christ, that's a lot of money. You could almost put a deposit down in the house. Jesus Christ. I look forward your payment. I look forward your payment? I look forward your payment? Is it to your payment? Look forward to your payment. How did it come to this? All around me are familiar faces. When the anime comes out, someone needs to make a cover of that and just put all around me are familiar faces just around her. The greatest thing in the world. Just man, it would have been fine if she had just settled her losses there and then. Why did I have to end up losing 8.8 million yen to her instead? What the... Is this girl... What? Is this girl... What the hell? Oh, what the hell is this girl? I was gonna say it's running the wrong way. I think it actually changes actual... What's it called? Translators next chapter, or it stays the same, I believe. One of the two. But yeah, there's a grammar mistake in there somewhere. Aha, you did say that we couldn't bet such a huge amount without a hard guarantee. That's pretty helpful to me too. It means you can pay me back, right? I can't. Sorry? I don't have it now. Please give me a few days to pay you back the money. Just accept that face. Just accept that face. It's just the pure insanity in behind it. It's amazing. It's brilliant. I love it. Satomi. Oof. I'm satisfied. for today was seeing that face. So then, farewell everyone. Not in tomorrow. Please be a real classmate friends. Please be a real classmate friends. Giabami-san. Oh? May I help you, Suzy-kun? I really want to ask you this. At the end, why did you pull the scissors out? It was like you knew she would draw the paper out. It's simple. I could spot out that Mary's-son was manipulating the vote right away. I just had to find out the card that was voted a lot. Oh yeah. But even, how did you find that out? I had it hard as well. So there was around 20 people colluding with Mary's-son. If those 20 people don't share which card to vote, won't you be unable to cheat? Yeah. But as far as I could tell from observing Mary's-son, there was no real pattern in her cards. But to remember the order from the entire game would be too hard. No regularity. That's why I could come to the conclusion that she was choosing it every time and then how is it shared? And then how did the 20 people share it? I observed it spending all the 120 chips, but Mary's-son did not send any particular signals or so. Then was it the sound? No, there wasn't such as well. If so, there would be only one way left. Signal. Someone inside the class sending signals instead of Mary's-son. Oh. I don't think he's a main character, I think he's just there. I think he's the designated, like, kind of dude of the manga. Also, I think... Hold on. Let's have a look. If he actually happens to be the main character, or he's just there. Or they join forces and become the most unstoppable being in the history of the universe. Done, freaking done. Holy crap, he's actually a main character. I stand corrected, he's a main character. I'm actually stand corrected, he's actually a main character. Holy crap. If this hypothesis was right, I just had to find that someone where everyone's gaze were converging to. Thinking of it, I observed, but I couldn't find out who. But I finally realised. As the gambler, it was only natural to have everyone's gaze on me. That line of thinking was a fundamental mistake. Their gazes were not on me, but on the person standing right behind me. Oh, snap! Oh! Oh! Jesus Christ! So you figured out that much. Oh! The plot twists! The plot twists! It's happening! The first chapter just gives you, like, plot twist central. Jesus H. Christ. Not even a second twist to ourselves. Twists. After that, it was simple. I estimated the signal from your motion. My motion. I was right behind you. Yes. But a hand mirror is a must for girls. I see. One more question. How did you pull the scissors out at the end? There was probably only 2 or 3 cards of it in, but how? I didn't see that one coming either, to be honest. That was actually pretty good. I was like, you know what? Good twist. I'll give you that one. That was actually a pretty good twist. I thought, you know what? Not bad. Give it to the guy you least suspect. Oh man. It was literally bait. We were sitting here going, is he a main character? Well, by Jingo, he actually was a completely, like, vital character the whole entire chapter, though he was being very, very passive about it, which was actually pretty freaking good. You suspect the most suspectable people, but you don't suspect the least suspectable person. It's kind of like, good. Good. Ah. It was entirely a coincidence. I was lucky. You're kidding, yeah. You clarified the cheating by spending 1.2 million yen. You are telling me that you got 10 million yen just with luck? She's the MC, for God's sake, fam. Yes, it's right. Pantsy shot! Pantsy shot? Panty shot! Can't even say the word right anymore. Admire the pantsy shot. I like it. It's just it knows to play with you. Like people saying, "Oh my god." People were going, "Oh my god, Recreate has a scene of someone talking to you." I was like, you do know a lot of things do tend to do that. Like, it's not like a new thing, but I mean, everyone's like, "Oh my god, it's amazing. It's so meta." I was like, is it though? I was like, it's just the person talking to you, just breaking the fourth wall, for God's sake. It's not like it's doing anything revolutionary. Jesus Christ. Oh, I didn't read that, but Giabami Yumeko, this girl is. Earlier, that gamble, there'd be absolutely no merit in telling Satomi about the cheating. If you stayed still, you'd had a quick win between at least 5 minutes. Satomi pulling out the paper would win anyway with scissors. This guy is the court's MC around. Yet the reason why you deliberately told her was because it's more exciting when there are risks. I mean, it's a random panel. It's a random panel. I mean, there's got to be a list somewhere of like this. You go to the actual editorial place. It's a checklist of what to include in your chapters, and one of them is a panty shot. Like, it has to be. It's like a massive placard on the door or on the wall. It's like what to include, and one of them's a panty shot. Well, I too think it'd be boring if I lost simply because of an excessive risk. But is an excessive advantage also boring? You really are special after all. That way of thinking, I'll probably never achieve it in my entire life. I'll drop school. I have debt, 500,000 yen to Satomi Mary. The debt continues to grow bigger, even if I gamble to pay it off. It was a feeling like struggling in a swamp. I'm tired of it. If only I was strong like you, maybe I wouldn't have stayed like this. Oh boy, here we go. Giabami-san. I'm really sorry. Come to think of it, I did not thank you yet. Take this. What? It was an enjoyable game thanks to you, Suzy-kun. This isn't much, but please accept this. Huh? What I did was only helping the cheating. Plot twist central as goddamn manga is. Jesus Christ. Oh Jesus, here we go. I hate be it a game you can only win or a game you can only lose. Such can't be happening in a gamble. It was all thanks to you that I could have had such an exciting game. You just can't go from that just to that little panel at the end. It's like she's completely okay. She's 0 to 60. She's literally 0 to 60 and like. Thank you so much. She's like. It's all part of the clever ruse. Like this is even the most cleverest manga in the universe, or we're giving it too much credit. Like it's either one of the two. It has to be. Like they'll like join together, and then they'll rise to the top, and then he basically takes her out at the end, and then basically assumes the top role. Like, it's got to be like that. He can't be Pato's whole entire manga. He's got to do something. He's got to do something. Her smiling face seemed sincere, not even an ounce of grudge nor compassion towards me. Deep inside her, saying today's gamble was enjoyable. Therefore, the thank you that was it. She isn't what she seems to be, a gambling maniac. Thank you so much. I have to imagine he's got to do it. He has to stab her in the back at the end. Like, it's gotta be. Holy, alright. Okay. She is a... okay. A Kakegurui. Translation note should have been at the end of that, but no. Ooh, boy. Oh, chapter 2, here we go. Back on chapter 2 accidentally. Okay, alright, so that was Kakegurui, chapter 1. Whew. Oh, man. That was a lot to take in, for God's sake. That was a plot twist central. Jesus H. Christ, I didn't expect that much plot twists. I mean, the dude in the end was like a part of the whole entire shindig. Like, he was a part of the whole entire plan. Oh, boy. I actually quite like it, though. It's one of those things that you kind of suspect the plot twists, but then one catches you off guard, you're like, oh, you know what? Good on you, manga. Good on you. It's one of those kind of mangas that you suspect certain things. You're like, yeah, it's not what it seems, boy. Here we go. It's not what we're expecting right now. It's not that at all. And then it just pulls something at the end. You're like, I get you, manga. You're in on it too. You're in on the whole entire idea that we're smarter than we seem. That's what I like about it. I mean, if I remember how to say her name, let's say her name again. It's one of those names that's gonna haunt me the rest of the time. I have to remember how to say it. So, hold on a second here. Giovanni, that's it. Giovanni basically is completely backcrap insane, but I kind of like it. She's actually oh, it means to be a gambler. Yeah, I'm probably gonna follow it. I actually am gonna follow it. I probably just sent the whole entire series. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was like, why did they just not translate it at the end? But yeah, I mean, Giovanni seems like the kind of character you need in this kind of show, or this manga as well, because, to be honest, if we had someone like Sora from No Game No Life, it wouldn't be as good, because we've seen him already. To kind of see it from a woman's perspective, it's actually kind of a little bit more neater, because it's kind of... You see something different, you don't see it all the time, but it's kind of neat, if you get what I mean. It's just kind of different. She's also backcrap insane, which actually kind of adds this kind of awesomeness to it as well, because I kind of like when a character's backcrap insane. Like, it adds so much more, because the actual, like, kind of payoff at the end is so much better. Like, is that whole entire idea of the build up towards the actual middle, then the payoff at the end. It's kind of one of those things that not a lot of mangas can do, or a lot of TV shows, a lot of movies can do it, but it's done quite well, because the payoff in the end is actually quite good, because you did see her basically reduced to nothing. I mean, Mary was literally like, gone. She was like, well, you know what? I've lost this. Like, she doesn't want to admit it herself, but she's practically just lost that whole entire game. She ain't going to recover from that one. So it's actually kind of neat just to kind of see that kind of eventual loss in her, because it's just... Because we don't really like her too much, because she's always she's a bit off to be a kind of an arsehole kind of character. So the actual kind of payoff at the end is actually kind of good. But I kind of like the fact that actually... I actually kind of like the fact that in the end, the dude had something to do with it as well, because he seemed like he had nothing to do with anything. He was just there, but in the end, he had everything to do with it. Yeah, I think it was... Is it being released on paperback, or is it still only like on the internet? I actually have no idea. I have no idea whether or not it's actually done as a... God damn it. Kakegurui. Oh yeah, it's been released. Sweet, it's been released. Because Real Account's also recommended as well. That's quite cool. I'll have to go and pick it up then. A digital copy of it, because it might be a bit better to read than the actual scanlations. But yeah, I mean, all in all, I think the actual idea of him being a part of everything was actually kind of cool. It just added a little bit more. It added a, like, a left-handed twist. You're like, oh, well, you know what? Kind of cool. It's kind of cool. But also, again, as I said beforehand, I think the best thing about this whole entire series will be how it all just kind of plays out. How everything just kind of happens, if you get what I mean. Like, the idea of what actually kind of is the deep root of this manga is how she will deconstruct everything around it and actually kind of then win. I think that's what's kind of the main thing with this. And I think they probably will do quite a lot of it. I think it'll be kind of neat just to see it all happen. If you want a series just to kind of keep going with, to see how it all just plays out, because it does seem like it's going to be a really freaking good payoff. Yeah, the tactics have been the main point. Like, the payoff and the tactics are the kind of the main, like, kind of bread and butter, I think. Also her as well, at the same time. Her as a character would be pretty freaking neat just to kind of watch. I see what you mean. I think they might just kind of I think they probably will kind of keep it kind of like on a low key, if you get what I mean. I think they probably might have like a couple that she might lose. I think they can't go for the whole entire manga of her just winning constantly. Otherwise it'd be like, well, what's the point? There has to be like one where she loses. She has to be like outgained by someone. But I think that might actually happen soon, because it can't just carry on like this. They can't just be, oh well, she's gonna win everything, because otherwise it'd be really freaking boring. But yeah, I mean, all in all, I think it might be an interesting read in the end. I think it might be one of those ones to kind of keep watch over, just to kind of see what happens. So the throw just given out at the end, just like that. Ow. So yeah, I mean, all in all, pretty freaking good. So yes, if you have enjoyed this whole entire stream as a whole, and you do want to leave a like, then do leave a like, because indeed, it does help me quite a bit. If you have enjoyed what I do here, and you want to stay up a bit longer, then do leave a sub, because indeed, it does help me quite a bit. But until next time, I shall see you guys later.